So early this morning at 5 a.m. in Cupertino or 8 a.m. in New York, Apple released the MacBook Pro 2019. And I think it's really just a new laptop. I mean, it is updated, but it's not exciting. I'm Skylar, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's get started. So first we'll go over the features and the specs, and then I'll talk about why MacBook releases, and I think this one, and I think all and future ones, are just boring. So everything that's new on this notebook. It is slightly larger than its 2017 counterpart. It's got a new 16-inch display instead of the 15.4-inch that was on the 2017 one. It's a slightly large resolution display, but not really in any noticeable way, although it could be. So it's got about 200 more pixels on the height, only a little bit more on the width, which gives it 6 more pixels on its pixel per square inch. So I'm not 100% sure there, but I do think that yes, it's not really the biggest deal ever in the resolution area. Processor-wise, it's just got newer versions of the same processors, graphics, newer, better graphics. Storage. Apple makes a bold claim here. The only notebook with an 8TB SSD. Now, I was like, really, Apple? I mean, really? Could it be? So the first thing I looked up, notebook versus laptop. Really, they're basically the same thing these days. And I looked on the internet, and I actually did not find one from my quick, admittedly very short search. But I didn't find one. So they may actually be right in that claim. It does have a bigger battery for a whole 1 extra hour of battery life. I mean, I guess, hey, but not really the greatest thing. Definitely better audio. This is a 6-speaker system instead of the stereo audio on the 2017 Mac Pro. Now, the keyboard. This was a big controversy on past MacBook Pro and some other laptops with it. They had the butterfly keyboard. This keyboard was riddled, plagued with issues. So, like, the keys got dusty and they didn't work well. There were issues with them that caused those Macs to not be as great. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and this is a better Mac. We will have to see. I mean, I really don't know. We'll have to wait for the initial reviews to come out and then probably wait months to see if they're actually good. Apple again claims best keyboard, best everything. They claim they have the best everything. But best is not a figure. I mean, so what? They've got the best Mac. I mean, it doesn't really matter what they say about it. It matters what the reviewers say about it. Now, let's look at what you get with each individual model. So, with the base model, you get a 2.6 GHz, 6-core 9th gen i7 Intel CPU, and an AMD Radeon Pro 5300M with 4GB of GDDR memory. That's your graphics card. 512GB of storage. That's half a terabyte. Not terrible for a laptop, but you probably would want better. 16GB of DDR4 RAM, or memory, whatever you call it. Plus the same new speakers, screen size, and better battery life that's on all of them. All that for the simple price of $2,399. And I did a quick little Google search for comparable laptops with a close screen size, close processor, close storage, same graphics. And really, they're all around that $2,000 mark. If you got that same processor specs and the same graphics specs and a big screen. That big screen really seems to make it a more expensive, nicer product. Now let's look at what the most you could spend would be. So we're going to jump over here into Safari and take a look right here at what we see on the website. So let's upgrade our processor to a 2.4 GHz 8-core 9th gen i9. Then our memory will take all the way up to 64GB of DDR4 memory. Graphics will take this up to the 5500M with 8GB of GDDR6 memory. For storage, we've got this 8TB SSD, which is actually priced really well in comparison to Apple's previous SSDs. In fact, it's cheaper than the last 4TB SSD on the previous one. So hey, that's pretty good. We don't care about any of this software, and our final price comes out to $6,000. Now, I don't even know what we're looking at here in this spec'd out version, but that's your price. So yeah, this is the new MacBook Pro. It's updated with new features to really go with 2019, which is good. And usually an Apple reviewer like me would go and say, it's great, it's an Apple product, wonderful. Sure, it is great. It's got all the new stuff that you would want in a new laptop. And that's all. There's nothing truly great about it. And that's really what laptops are, at least to me these days. Now maybe if you ask Linus Tech Tips, he'd tell you, oh, laptops with this is good, but no, it's a laptop to me. So I really think there's not much great about the differences between laptops these days. So I think it's a great buy and great for professionals, but I really think it's just a good MacBook Pro. Unlike the iPhone 11 Pro or AirPods Pro, it really puts the Pro in MacBook Pro. I'm Matt Schuyler. Thanks for watching. Bye.